Her heart grows on a tree. The head is born at the root of the tree. The grandson came every day to water him. She said one word to her grandson. The grandson burned her in a fire. In the days that followed, every once in a while, the man could take out a few gold coins and exchange them for money in the town. Life also became more and more extravagant. This made the white-bearded man greedy. "You are a poor man. Where did you get the gold coins?" So he followed the man to an ancient well. Soon the man climbed out of the well and also pulled out a few gold coins. After the man left, Whitebeard could not wait to go down to the bottom of the well. To the bottom, he was stunned. There is no gold coins here. Surrounded by blood-red walls, unidentified liquid fell from the air every now and then. The wriggling floor was a metal box. Whitebeard was brave enough to open the box. Inside was a doll made of flour. When he was puzzled, after a while, the man also came to the well. So he had found out that Whitebeard was following him. So set up a trap to lure Whitebeard into the bait. At this time, the white beard has become the same as the grandmother's hideous shape. So what is the purpose of this face? And how did the gold coins come from? The man then demonstrated the secret of the grandmother said. It turns out that this red cave is the abdomen of the goddess of prosperity, a symbol of wealth. And her eldest son, Asta, was guarding the cave. Asta is extremely fierce, but he was afraid of flour. Just draw a circle on the ground with flour. Asta would not dare to approach. Then she threw food to distract him. Take the opportunity to steal the gold coins from his pockets. You must leave the cave before Asta finishes his food. Time is short, so only a few gold coins can be taken each time. But as he grew older, the men were no longer fit. He began to return empty-handed more often than not. He decided it was time for his 8-year-old son to take over. The boy just climbs the rope all day long. This is the secret to the family's endless wealth. If he climbed slowly, he would die. The father decided to teach his son the way this time. First, he asked his son to make a doll out of flour. But when it was done, he threw the doll away. He told his son that this time he would only watch, but not do anything. When he got out of the cave, his son was terrified by the sight before him. The father hurriedly asked his son to draw a circle with flour first. Teach him step by step and guide him. What I didn't expect was, the son then suddenly pulled out a dolman from his clothes. Soon the dummy led to the Asta. The father saw this and immediately rolled into the noodle circle. But the son fell out. The father rushed to save him, but the greedy son ripped open Asta's fanny pack. But the good thing is that the two quickly climbed out. After getting out of the hole, the son bragged to his father that he had gotten the gold coins. But the son said, "Dad, you're too much of a wimp. We should steal all of Asta's money bags. Just make a few more doughmen. Then two of us work together. One of them keeps throwing the doughmen to divert Asta's attention. The other one can steal the money bags." When my father heard that, it's a good idea. So he bought the flour and his son went to the temple again. First, they made a sack of doughmen. Then they went into the cave and drew the dough circles. When the man took 2 doughmen out of the sack, they looked up and were stunned. There were 2 Astas at the same time. He then realized that there was more than one in the cave. The unsuspecting son kept taking the doughmen out. At this time, the Hashtas had surrounded the father and son. The father was now completely confused. This is a real travesty. The son knelt down and prayed for his father's forgiveness. At this moment, the father tied all the doughmen to himself. He had to sacrifice himself, help his son to buy time to escape. The cave was instantly turned into a purgatory. Countless monsters pounced on the man. Then they fell into the flour circle and were instantly scattered. The son also took the opportunity to escape to the ground. Surprisingly, the father still had a trace of breath. He really got the money bag with his remaining will. The son cried out. This time he was no longer greedy. Instead, he threw a fire at his father. The father, who had become a monster. At this point, there was a smile of relief. This is the end of the film. The heart of a snake is not enough to swallow an elephant.